this.
Yeah, fact. Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, we let to give all praise, honor, glory to our power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to Elder Tahar and rest of the elders that are firmly put in this truth. And as always, peace and blessings unto the elect. Today's date is April 7th, 2022. Year of Yahweh Shemel Shatan and up. And we come out here day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of America, which America is falling. The COVID, which, man, we've been bringing this out for months, man. The COVID-19 is back. All right, I think Jim Crow's sister caught it. Some nigga named Zelensky, he caught it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this thing is turning back. I did a lesson earlier today. I just didn't upload it as yet. But the article I sent out about how all these flights got canceled, about like 200-something flights got canceled due to the COVID-19, and these different airlines. The CEO of the airlines, they're urging the Biden administration to roll back the mask mandates on the airplanes. Yep, exactly. So, man, hey, man, summer is canceled, man. Summer is canceled. Are you people, your whole lives is canceled. People on Facebook talking about we outside this summer. No, you're going to be in a house this summer. How rock is that? All right, but really, today I wanted to go into some basics, man. All right, some basic scriptures. Israelite 101. Because there's really a lot going on in Israel, man. There's a whole lot going on. You know, of course, we had the situation with IGBK and what's his name? Mahayman. I don't know what is that. But Mahayman, General, right? General? Yeah, you had Mahayman talking about Chris Rock. He advised Chris Rock to have sex with Jada Pinkett Smith, with Jada Pinkett is married, and he told him that he should go to Kensington to get some drugs. So he advocates drug use and adultery. You know what I'm saying? Which we already addressed that. When was that? Like Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. We addressed that on Tuesday, right? But now I saw the elders, so the apostles going into how now Yohana he went on the Sinai show. This is going back like December, but he was bringing it out how. We're not to take wives of the other nations, which, you know, that's far from the truth. And he used Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, the 3rd verse. But man, that's easy, man. Like, that is so light work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, you got the Elder Malcolm out there in Chicago. He dropped the video. I ain't watched it, but I saw it popped up. He said IGBK is not qualified to teach, and that's true, man. You know, them guys are not qualified to really, like. And I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Like, the vast majority of you guys are not qualified to teach. All right, the only camp. Hey, look, and you can't be biased. The only camps I say that are qualified to teach, of course, you know, DMS and Sakari, bro. Really, I'll be honest, cause you know, them guys at Sakari, which we were in that camp, so we know, they're sharp. There's some good teachers. Yeah, they sharp. They good teachers. You can't even lie. You can't even be biased. But yeah, the main ones. Yeah, the main. Yeah, on the main ones. You know what I'm saying? And then do you have guys in Sakari Philly? They can teach. You know what I'm saying? The brothers in Baltimore. All right, they cool. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man. HOY. I guess you can use the Zabach for some precepts. All right, he's a good teacher. All right, but the rest, man, and them guys are not qualified to teach, bro. All right, because they don't break down the scriptures right at all, man. All right, so what we're gonna do is, because this is how, you know, we were taught to debunk scriptures. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the scriptures that they use, then break it down right. That's what we're gonna do. So class is in session. All right, today's the basic thing. You know what I'm saying? A beginner's course. The introduction to the Israelites. That's what we're going into. That's what we're going into today. So get Deuteronomy 7, bro. All right, so read verse 3. Then we're gonna jump up to verse 1. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shall thou make marriages with them.
Oh, you see, brother? You're not supposed to take the right woman, brother. See? You're not supposed to take the Hamite, brother. See? You shouldn't make marriages with them. That's the mark of the beast. See? clowns, man.
Yeah.
You guys some fucking clowns,
That's
bro.
what they do, bro.
Yeah.
They went right to, cause they taught me that.
Right.
They went right to the scripture.
Right.
And I didn't never read above.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I didn't
bro.
know what above meant.
Hey, yeah, exactly, bro.
Because you remember when I came into Sakari, I was still teaching that, right?
Yeah,
You was like, I'm gonna tell them later.
Yeah, God, I see you debating on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll tell them later. Yeah, come on, bro. But this is exactly what people automatically jump to. They jump to Deuteronomy chapter 7. But they don't read the context. That's why when you read the scriptures, it tells you line upon line, meaning like within the context of the scripture. But go ahead, bro.
Con. It says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
See that, brother? So you're not supposed to have white women, man. You're not supposed to be having sex with white women. Go ahead. According to them, right?
One.
Is that in on verse 3?
Yeah.
Okay, gone. All right, so boom. So this is what they use. Now let's read what it's really saying, right? Go ahead, bro.
Gone. Deuteronomy.
Because I don't see how, like this really a stumbling block, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Listen. Shalom, brother. Shalom, bro. May Yahweh Shema Shah be with you, man. Yahweh Shema Shah Bashim Kabadah. Yeah, I don't see how this is a stumbling block, bro. We're kings, man. All right? Which means what? You gotta have a ruling class mentality, man.
Right.
A ruling class mentality is having any woman you want. Period. Yeah. The scripture says what? The world was made for our sake. That's what the Bible say, man. So now let's read verse 1, bro.
Come. Deuteronomy 7.
Oh, slacking, bro. And this is good to go into, man.
Yeah, it is.
This is good to go into because you got a lot of new brothers coming in, or brothers that's fresh. Because you gotta hear these scriptures constantly. You gotta hear these scriptures constantly. Ooh. And you think those they bugging. They bugging, bro. They is bugging. Oh, all right. I take them over your hands.
Right.
Whatever. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1.
Yep.
When out of one thy power shall bring thee into a land whither thou goest to possess it.
Yeah, which is what? The land of Canaan, which is our land. Scholars call it the Fertile Crescent. Go ahead.
And it had cast out many nations before thee.
Now, who are the many nations before us? Right? Because that's talking about the many nations that was within the land. Within the land of Israel. Now, who was occupying the land of Israel before we were? The Canaanites. Go ahead.
It says, the Hittites.
So you got the Hittites,
the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites.
All right, see that? So they be like, yeah, man,
right.
you can't marry no other nation. But where it says Edomite?
It don't.
Where it says Moabite in there?
It don't, bro.
Where it says Japhite in there? It doesn't say those nations. These are the tribes of Canaan, which I'm about to prove it. This is Genesis chapter 10 and verse 15. It says, and Canaan begat Zidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite. You just read Jebusite in there, right?
Yeah.
And the Jebusite, and the Amorite. You just read Amorite in there, right?
Yep.
And the Girgashite. Girgashite's in there, right?
Yep.
Now this is Canaan.
Yep.
And it says, and the Hivites.
Yep, that's it.
You read Hivites, right? And it also says, and the Archite, and the Shinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. And afterwards were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. You see that? So there's not talking about the Canaanites, bro. And Deuteronomy 7. That's who we can't marry. Those are the only nations that the Heavenly Father forbid us not to marry. The Canaanites. All right, not the Edomites, not the Moabites, not the Ammonites. We just read it right here, right? Right? We just read that, right? Boom, right there. Bro, this is so easy, bro. That's the cakewalk, bro. Like,
You make it difficult.
you know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, read those nations again. All right, so boom. Now, let me go ahead and correct this now too, because I had a brother that came. He struggled with this for years. He'd be like, all right, look, we can't have sex with Hamites. No. We can't have sex with a particular nation of Ham, a particular son of Ham, and those are the Canaanites. Those who descend from Canaan, right? Because the Egyptians, that's free game. Man, let me go ahead and get this real quick. The Egyptians, the Cushites are free game. Yep, they're all free game. It's just that the Canaanites we can't fuck with. So let me go ahead and get it. This is First Kings. Let's see Solomon's first wife. Let me see. First Kings. I want to say it's chapter. What chapter was that? Let's see here. What chapter was that? No, it's early. Yep, here we go. First Kings chapter 3 and 1. And Solomon made affinity with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her into the city of David until he had made an end of building his own house and the house of Yahweh and the wall of Jerusalem round about. See, that's so Solomon's first wife was an Egyptian woman. He said that he took her. Now, come on now, let's not all play stupid now. What does the word took mean? I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? He had sex with that, man. All right, Solomon took that. That was his first wife. Well, that's documented in the scriptures. But you know, Solomon, he could have had plenty other women before that. We don't know, but that's what's documented in the Bible. See that? So what is IUBK talking about? And all these other camps talk about it too, man. All right, HY and them, they all talk about how we can't have women of the other nations. Says who? The Bible doesn't say that. The Bible doesn't say that. But we're going to address all the scriptures because you already know you're going to run the Tobit. That's what I was doing. You already know, bro. They're going to run the Tobit, but we got Tobit. And we got First Ezra's on deck too. Hey, look, we're gonna address all that. Because this is not the first time man, bro. It's not the first time we done heard this, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the truth for 5 years, man. I already know where you guys gonna go. What you got?
No, I was just gonna show you. Remember Abraham said something like that?
Isaac to the servant. Yeah. So basically, yeah, it's in Genesis somewhere. Yeah. I want to say because it's right before he died. So this got to be maybe like 26. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it got to be like 26. Yep. Or maybe no. It can't be 26. It got to be. Yeah, it got to be like either like 24 maybe. Yeah. There we go. Yep. All right, boom. Yeah. Verse 1. Sorry, verse 1. You can read verse 3. Okay. Yeah.
Genesis 24 and 1. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and Ha'adawan had blessed Abraham in all things. Verse 3. It says, and I will make thee swear by Ha'adawan, the power of heaven and the power of earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughter of the Canaanites.
Yeah, see that? Because before you know Esau came on the scene, our personal beef, we had beef with Canaan for real. Yeah, really, like our number one enemy was the Canaanites. Why? It breaks it down in Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter. They do many odious, detestable works. Our child sacrificing, witchcraft, cannibalism, so on and so forth. Hey, because a lot of these philosophies and doctrines, they go back to ancient Canaan as well. All right, you know the concept of Baal. Baal is the ancient Canaanite deity, right? So a lot of wickedness Esau copied from Canaan. Of course, the Babylon as well. All right, really all dark nations. Esau took their culture and amalgamated in them. The brother Shamgar looking sharp, huh? Hey, shalom, Akia. Shalom, man. How you feeling, brother? I like it. Hey, I like what's going on right now. You love it, brother? Anyway, yeah, go ahead, bro. That's it on that? That's it. Yeah, kind of. See that? So even from back when, before the Israelites came on the scene, the Most High, Abraham told the chosen seed, which was Isaac, well, his servant, like, look, don't go to Canaan and take one of the daughters of Canaan to Isaac. Yep, that's what Abraham told his servant. So we always had a personal beef. Even Isaac told that to Jacob and Esau. But Esau out of spite, being a hard-headed, said, no, I'm gonna do it anyway. Right. Because Esau's first woman was a Canaanite. That was documented in the scriptures. Yeah. But Esau did that just out of just being an asshole, a demon that he is. Yep, calm, bro. Yep. So go back to that Deuteronomy 7, and let's reread those nations. Because you gotta make the things repetitive to dig. Yep, go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 1.
Yep.
Where out of one thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when out of one thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them. And
smite who?
Smite them.
Who's the them? Subject matter is verse 1. The Canaanites. Go ahead.
And it says, and utterly destroy them.
Sorry, bro. You guys got to learn how to read, man. All right? You guys got to go back to English class, right? You guys got to learn how to read. Because the them, you gotta listen, in school, right? You had the main three, objects, I think. You had the subject, and you had the verb, and then you have the adjective or something like that.
Adjective explains like
something like that. But look, they show you the subject matter, right? The subject matter always has a name in there. Like a complete sentence is not he walked the dog. A complete sentence is Shamgar walked the dog. Because if you just say he, we don't know who
the he is.
Yeah, who's the he? But if I say Shamgar, pronoun, all those stuff. You gotta know these things, man. Look, just because we're reading scriptures, subject, adjective, pronoun, exactly. Don't think that we read the scriptures, all that just get thrown out the window. No, that all plays a part. Semicolon, period, apostrophe, that all plays a part, plays a role in reading. That all plays a role in reading. We are reading the English language, right? So we gotta abide by the English language rules when we read the scriptures, because that plays. So the them is talking about the Canaanites. It's a shame I got to English class. It's a shame.
I was gonna say, remember how it's stuff in here that like written as a question?
Yeah.
If you read it as a statement, that can jack you up.
Exactly. It can fuck up the whole breakdown. Exactly, bro. And so guys gotta pay attention to certain things like that, right? There's stuff called run-on sentences. With a run-on sentence, I can't believe you got to teach this class, bro. But a run-on sentence is when you don't add a period at the end of a sentence, or don't use a semicolon, or you don't use a comma. You got to pay attention to stuff like that, man, because that will like mess up the flow of the spirit if you're not paying attention to stuff like that. See, so the subject matter is the Canaanite. The them is who you should destroy, right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, "Thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them." That's cold right here, right? Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter thou shalt take unto thy son.
All right, so boom. So we can clearly get it that the Heavenly Father was talking about the Canaanites. He wasn't talking about the Edomites. You don't even read them in this passage. You don't read them in this chapter. They had nothing to do with this. All right, we can go ahead and take them. Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites. It's just that when we deal with these other women of the other nations, we're not allowed to amalgamate us or our children in their culture. Right. And that's what the Israelites went off in the time of Ezra and Nehemiah. It was so bad that they had their children speaking in the languages of the other nations, and not the Yahweh language. It says Jewish language, but the word for Jew is Yah. They wasn't speaking in their tongue, so they were being brought up in the culture of the other nations, and that's why Nehemiah casted them off. Because at that time period, we were in a time period of trying to, get our things back together. You know what I'm saying? We just got out of captivity. Well, we didn't get out of captivity, but we had got. Hey, what's going on, bro? What's going on, brother? We had got permission from I want to say it was
Oh, the king.
Artaxerxes. I want to say it was. I think it was Artaxerxes. Yeah, I think it was Artaxerxes that we had got permission to go, you know, rebuild the temple, you know, and the Jews, really the Levites, they made a vow. All right, look, we're gonna separate from the heathens. All right, for right now, because you know we're trying to get back in good graces with the Heavenly Father. So we just gonna, you know, just be with us, because remember them other nations were trying to build with us, and what we said, nah, man. Hey, but in the prophecies, it says that the nations is gonna build our shit for us.
Right.
See?
Right.
But that was just a time period of like, nah, we doing everything on our own right now. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get back in good graces with the Most High. See? So that's why Nehemiah was mad. And then on top of that, they were still having sex with the Canaanites, which that's off. That's why it says, didn't Solomon sin by these? King Solomon's sin was not taking concubines. His sin was, first and foremost, having Canaanite women and then sacrificing to their gods. That was Solomon's sin. But the Moabites and Edomites, hey, Mazabach, slow on, bro. What's going on, man? Mazabach. Yeah, Khan. What you got, bro?
I wasn't Ezra or Nehemiah. I didn't know if you wanted it, but you explained it.
Yeah, but hold on, I got that Tobit. Yeah, you keep Deuteronomy. I just want to address the scriptures.
21.
21. Yeah. Keep holding that, but I want to address the scriptures that people use. You know what I'm saying?
Back that.
Yeah, exactly. Because oftentimes brothers, you know, they don't address the scriptures that other people use.
Right.
They just bring out their. Well, you got to address what they say first. And then you go ahead and bring out the scriptures, other scriptures to counter that, which really is not counter scriptures, because all the scriptures is cohesive together. People just don't know how to break it down the right way. All right, so this is Tobit chapter 4, and I'll just start at verse 1. It says, "In that day, Tobit remembered the money which he had committed to Gabriel and Rages of Media. And said with himself, I have a wish for death. Wherefore do I not call for my son Tobias, that I may signify to him of the money before I die? And when he had called him, he said, My son, when I am dead, bury me. So what is this? This is a conversation between a father and a son, between Tobit and his son. Now, bro, a conversation that's between you and your dad, does that have anything to fucking do with me? Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Right? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Verse 3. And when he had called him, he said, My son, when I am dead, bury me, and despise not thy mother, but honor her all thy days of thy life, and do that which shall please her, and grieve her not. So this is Tobit talking to his son Tobias, right? So this is talking to all of us. That means every man of the nation of Israel should have took care of Tobit's wife, Tobias' mother. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it says despise. Yeah, that's the cut, bro. That means that everybody's like, oh yeah, we gotta go take care of Tobias' mom. Because this is dealing with Tobit and his pop. Well, Tobias was pop, because Tobias is the son. Yep. Verse 4. Remember, my son, that she saw many dangers for thee, and thou was in her womb. And when she is dead, bury her by me in one grave. My son, be mindful of Yahweh our power all thy days, and let not thy will be set to sin, or to transgress his commandments. Do uprightly all thy life long, and follow not the ways of unrighteousness. For if thou deal truly, thy doing shall prosperously succeed to thee, and to all them that live justly. Give alms of thy substance, and when thou givest alms, let not thine eye be envious, neither turn thy face from any poor, and the face of the Most High shall not be turned away from thee. Well, this is some good advice. Yeah. If thou hast abundance, give alms accordingly. If thou hast but a little, be not afraid to give according to that little. For thou layest up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity. Because the alms do deliver from death, and suffer not to come into darkness, which that's documented in 1 Peter, the 4th chapter, I believe. For alms is a good gift unto all that give in the sight of the Most High. Now here we go, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman, and take not a strange woman to wife. Now, you know, so you see, you're not supposed to take a strange woman, but who was Tobit talking to? Tobit was talking to his son. That's who Tobit. He wasn't talking to me. You don't see Tobit call Nakawan there. No, he only called Tobias there. He didn't call me there. I'd have been like, hey, you know what, elder, you know, that's some good advice, but I'm not, you know, I'm going to go ahead and I like these Moabites, all right? So, you know, thanks for the advice. All the rest is cool, but this advice, I'm not gonna follow. So we don't gotta follow that because this is not a law. There's not a law from the Most High. That's advice. That's Tobit speaking as a man to his son, right? Just like if you have a son and you're like, listen, son, so don't do this, that, and third, don't do X, Y, and Z. That doesn't apply to Tommy down the street. That only applies to my son. So you can't take what Tobit said to his son and try to apply it to all of us. Now, if you're a brother that don't want a woman of the other nations, that's fine. You don't got to. But to try to put that on somebody else, it's like, yeah, bro, like, what the hell, nah, bro. But it says here, for we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, not Moses, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land, which was true. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they stuck with their stock for the most.
Syrians.
For the so-called for the most part. But Abraham had sex with an Egyptian. He got Ishmael. So that's why I said for the most part.
Jacob and
exactly. Jacob had sex with his woman's handmaid. See? So that's why I said for the most part that's true, man. All right, hey, cause look, you gotta think about how was the nation Israel conceived. Nation Israel wasn't conceived by no Israelite woman. Israelites didn't exist then.
Right.
The first Israelite was Reuben. That was the first Israelite. The first Israelite was Reuben. Israelites didn't even exist then, man. And even with the 12 patriarchs, who do you think the 12 patriarchs mated with? They didn't have cousins at the time. It was only their sister, Dinah. And you ain't gonna tell me they ran a train on Dinah and they came forth all the rest of the nation.
That's the other part.
You ain't finna tell me that they committed incest. No, they had sex with the woman of the other nations to bring forth the rest of the nation Israel. The man Levi probably had sex with a Moabite. We don't know. The man Judah probably done had sex with some Ammonites. And that's why some of you Judites be having chinky eyes, man. Hey, because Judah probably was smacking down on Moab. We don't know, right? Exactly, bro. So that doesn't make any sense. Oh, and I'm glad that was brought up because you know how people like to say, so how come Native Americans and them they all look different from the Southern Kingdom? I'm gonna hit you with something. Not all Southern Kingdoms look alike. You can tell a Benjamite from a Judite. The only thing that's the same is the dark skin. That's it. In most cases. Now, if you're a Benjamite that grew up here, you look like a Judite. Yeah, some of them. Yeah. Like my cousin. My cousin looked like a straight Judite. But his mom is Judah though, you know what I'm saying? And his dad Benjamin, my uncle.
Yeah, your uncle, you can tell.
Right, you can clearly tell that that's a Benjamite. But anyway, the reason why probably all tribes look different, they all had different moms. They all had different moms, bro. So you can't expect all of us to look the same. We all had different moms.
How you doing?
Shoot, me, I got two sisters. Well, I got three sisters. Now on my dad's side, the two sisters, I kind of look like my older one, but my youngest sister, I don't look nothing like her. Well, my dad's daughter. Now my other sister on my mom's side, I don't look like her. We look totally different. See? So that doesn't make any sense. So that clear up Tobit. Now we gotta go to First Ezra. It's basically just a replay of what Nehemiah says. Yeah, that's all. That's all. What first Ezra's is basically a rerun of Nehemiah and Ezra. That's basically what it is. It gives more detail though of what was going on. What is that? What is that? It's first Ezra, the 4th chapter.
I think it's somewhere in the somewhere in the end of first Ezra. First Ezra 9 and 7.
All right, boom. So now let's go to first Ezra 9 and 7. Hey, because I was looking at the elders' comment board, and people were still posting these scriptures. Was posting these scriptures. So I'm like, all right. I'm gonna just go ahead and address these too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because hey, look, we all one body. So, all right, boom. First Ezra 9, and we're gonna start at verse. We're going to start at verse 5. All right, first Ezra 9 and 5. It says, and in 3 days were all they of the tribe of Judah and Benjamin gathered together at Jerusalem the 20th day of the 9th month. And all the multitude sat trembling in the broad court of the temple because of the present foul weather. So Ezra arose up and said unto them, ye have transgressed the law and married strange wives, thereby to increase the sins of Israel. And now by confession, give glory unto Yahweh power of our fathers, and do his will, and separate yourselves from the heathen of the land and from the strange women. So you see that? So Ezra saying, like, look, separate. Well, first of all, he says that he transgressed the law and marrying strange wives, which we already addressed the law pertaining to strange wives, and that's the Canaanites. So we done already addressed that. So we already know what that's talking about. But look, let's key in on verse 9 now. It says, and do his will and separate yourselves from the heathen of the land and from the strange woman. Watch this. Then cried the whole multitude and said with a loud voice, like as thou hast spoken, so will we do. And what happens when you vow a vow to the Most High? You gotta defer not to pay. So that's why Ezra got mad, like, yo, like, you sinning, yo, like, cause you vowed a vow to the Lord to not fuck with no heathen nation. We get that in Sirach chapter 18 and verse 22. It says let nothing hinder thee to pay thy vow in due time, and defer not until death to be justified. See, that's where you got to pay your vow in due time. Or you can't tarry to make a vow. Now let's just say you vow to the Lord, or look, I vow on such and such day to do this. But if you vow a vow like, yeah, I vow a vow right now to do such and such and such, you can't say, man, I ain't gonna do it today, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah. Well, you can't do that. You gotta do that right now. This is Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 21. It says, when thou shalt vow a vow to Yahweh thy power, thou shalt not slack to pay it. For Yahweh thy power will surely require it of thee, and it will be sin in thee. And what is the wages of sin? Death. See that? So whatever come out your mouth, you gotta honor it. But if thou shalt forbear to vow, it shall be no sin in thee. That which is gone out of thy lips, thou shalt keep and perform. That's right. You should keep and perform. Whatever come out of your mouth. And what came out of these guys' mouth? Back to 1 Ezra 9 and 10. Then cried the whole multitude and said with a loud voice, like as thou hast spoken, so will we do. So what we spoke, we're gonna do. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we got to do to get back on the good graces of the Most High, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Verse 11. But for as much as the people are many, and it was foul weather, so that we cannot stand without, And this is not a work of a day or two. Seeing our sin, these things are spread far. Therefore, let the rulers of the multitude say, and let all them of our habitations that have strange wives come at the time appointed. And with them the rulers and judges of every place, till we turn away the wrath of Yahweh from us for this. So this is clearly plain as day. They just trying to turn away the wrath from the Most High. They trying to do whatever they can do to get in the grace of the Most High. So they just totally separated from the heathen. Why? Because you mingling amongst the heathen with Jake at that time, it was real enticing and real enticing for them niggas to sin. And we see that now. We see that now with Jake mingling among the heathen. It's real enticing for these guys to sin. You with Jake, you go to college, all Edomites, man, you gonna start snorting coke. We know a guy. But you gonna start snorting coke. You gonna start doing whatever other drugs these Edomites do. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go in the what's it called? The frat, the faggot frat. Cause we already know what the frats do. Yeah, we know. See?
I'm not in a frat.
Oh, you're not in it? Oh. Hey, look, you see how he said that though, right? Cause he knows what goes on in there. He knows. Yeah, he knows what goes on. He knows what goes on in there. Hey, that's why when I said he looked at me like. Yeah, cause he knows what goes on, what goes down in there, man. He knows. Some real homosexual activity I'll be going on in there, man. Yeah. Grown men slapping you in your ass. It couldn't be me, man. Waking me up at 2 o'clock in the morning to do some Wawa run. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Yeah. All that just had some connection. You see what niggas would do just to, you know what I'm saying? Put some clout, anything for clout. That's a song, right? Anything for clout. Yeah, that's a song. Yeah, anything for clout. Anything for clout. People would do. We see it now with Jake. Selling out. Bending over. Alright, Diddy chewing Rod. You heard of that story? Oh yeah, he talking this power. We're gonna kill his ass, man. Yep. So now I'm gonna jump down to verse 16. And Ezra's the priest. Now that's why it's important. You gotta read the chapter. And Ezra's the priest chosen to him the principal men of their families, all by name. And in the first day of the 10th month, they sat together to examine the matter. So their cause that held strange wives was brought to the end in the first day of the first month. And of the priests that were come together and had strange wives, there were found. And it's going to list all the sons. All the sons. But yeah, that's it on that. Yep. Yeah, that's it on that. Yep. That's it on that. So that's why Ezra, when you go and read what's it called? Nehemiah. Yeah, that's why you go and read Nehemiah. Nehemiah was angry, specifically at the priest, because we vowed, you know, to separate ourselves. Even if we let the heathen even build the shit for us, build the temple for us, he would have got angry at that, because we strictly said, all right, we wasn't gonna fuck with the heathen, you know. But when you read prophecy, according to the prophecies, these heathens are gonna build our cities for us. It's just that what? There's a time and place for everything. Scripture says what? All things are lawful to me, but not expedient. So it wasn't expedient at that time. It wasn't expedient at that time to undertake a strange wife. Like it's not expedient for us right now to put a home on the death. It's not expedient for us to do that, man. Yeah, we would go to jail. The Most High would judge us. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Hit and let some Edomites. This ain't the time for that. All things are lawful to me. It's lawful, but it's not expedient. You know what I'm saying? It's lawful for me to eat lamb. But I ain't finna eat no 12 lamb burgers. That's not good. See? So you gotta put everything in perspective, man. And its right place. Heavenly Father is funny.
Right, all these strange women, right?
nice ones too. Yep. But also boom. So now let's go into our scripture. Yep, you already know the booty. The booty scripture. Which General Yohana broke this down wrong too.
Yeah, I heard that, John.
He's talking about Israelites. You gotta be an idiot, bro. Yo, they're really not qualified to teach, man. They're not. Like, they misconstrue the scriptures. And that's why a lot of these Israelites are deceived, because you got a lot. The scriptures say that for many deceivers are going out in the world teaching lies. This is something that you can't, bro. Like, this is the Bible here, man. That's how I know General Yohana and them. They don't fear. They probably don't even believe in the Most High. Who knows? They probably atheists on the low, but they just like the clout and the money that they get, man. So yeah, that power. So they put on a facade, because there's no way, from what I see, they believe in the Most High. I can't see that, bro. No way.
Yeah, you fear the Heavenly Father because you not like
Yeah, man.
deliberately deceive somebody for gain.
Yeah. Because this is easy, bro. This is easy to understand, man. Like I said, I should have entitled the live Israelite 1-on-1 today, because so people can see the basics. Because we gotta go over the basics, you know. Because people a lot of times neglect the basics. But these are something that we gotta go into often. Like maybe Yahweh Tazah, if the Lord put His Spirit on me, I might go into reincarnation later on tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, just to like brush up on it, you know? Because, hey, look, you always got to touch up on things, right? The wall can be already painted, but you can touch it up a little bit, a little touch up paint, you know? The floor is already wet, but you can go back in a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what you got to do. What you got to do with this truth. And if you don't, what's going to happen is the oil is gonna slowly leak out of you. Because you got to keep going over. You got to keep going over these things over and over and over again, man. Yeah, exactly, bro. And like somebody who plays basketball, right? You think Steph Curry just hop on the court and he just start shooting threes? Nah, you know what shooters do? Shooters start, and that's how I learned how to shoot. I learned how to shoot just like I'm about to say. I start from all the way underneath the basket. And I'm just shooting it. At least like when I was really like trying to get my shot real good, like 50 times, bro. Underneath, and I move back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can't neglect things like that. The fundamentals. You can't neglect the fundamentals. You got to be rooted, grounded in Yahweh Shai. And I believe when you go into the word for grounded, it says thoroughly taught in the basics. Thoroughly learned in the basics. Let me go ahead and get that. I think it's grounded. Yeah, it's one of them. Grounded. Yep, grounded. Look at the etymology of the word grounded. It says learn, instructed thoroughly in the basics. Yep, thoroughly in the basics. Yep, what you got to be, man. Because you got to learn how to break down the book scriptures before you jump off to the big ones. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 10. It says, when thou goest forth to war against thy enemies.
Against our enemies. So that right there just tell you who's that talking about, man. We're not supposed to go to war against another Israelite. You stupid idiots. ISUBK. You stupid idiots, man. You're not supposed to go to war against another nation. I mean, you're not supposed to go to war against another Israelite. He's talking about another Israelite tribe. You're not supposed to go to war against another Israelite tribe. Fucking idiots, man.
I heard that one.
Bro, like, they're fools, man. They're complete buffoons, man. I can't wait for the Lord to judge you niggas, man. When the Lord, I'm trying to tell you, man, listen, bro, we're going to go to State 48, bro. We're going to slide there, bro. When the Lord casts judgment, I'm sliding to State 48, man. And I'm going to spend me a bag. I'm ordering the whole menu. All right, your bill is $3,000. All right, bet, I'm going to pay it. Because I'm going to be rejoicing when the Lord brings judgment on y'all, man. All right, pop my little cider champagne because, you know, I can't have no wine. All right? We're going to be celebrating. We're going to be celebrating you guys' downfall, man. We are. Go ahead, bro.
God. Deuteronomy 21 and 10. When thou goest forth to war against thy enemies.
Right. Hey, the law says we can't even rule over our brother with rigor.
Yeah.
So how much more going to war with them?
Yeah. Oh.
Now, there was times where we did go to war against another Israelite, you know what I'm saying? But that was off, though. All right, you read it in Comic Judges. The tribes went to war against Benjamin. But that was off, though, you know what I'm saying? And we shouldn't be going to... Wait, hold on. That's just, bro. It's like, this is a complete contradiction, bro. IGBK, you teach on the street that you're not supposed to be killing your brother, right? But you're saying that this is talking about going to war against another Israelite. You're contradicting yourself, man. You're contradicting yourself because you come out on the house, yeah, you black people, because you know they say black. They'll never say Hispanics and Native and Seminole Indians. They just say black people. Hey, you black people, you gotta stop shooting each other. But wait, you said this law is pertaining to another Israelite. So which one is it, bro? You contradicting yourself. See? See, do you see how many holes we poke in these niggas' doctrine, man? Wow. These doctrines are faulty, man. You got Zabach. Zabach say Cornelius is an Edomite. But wait, Cornelius got saved though. So that means that salvation is for all nations then. Right? According to them though. According to him.
According to them.
According to him. If Cornelius is Edomite, that means they teach, Zabach and them teach that all the nations are going into slavery, right? But if Cornelius can be saved, and according to him, he's an Edomite, that means Edomites can be saved. According to him. Oh, so the Lord just going to save one, Edomite.
He cool.
Doesn't make any sense, bro. Cornelius is an Israelite, man. And more than likely, Cornelius is from the southern kingdom. More than likely. Because you got guys that just jump to the assumption that Cornelius is northern kingdom. I don't know why. A lot of brothers will say that the Gentiles is the northern kingdom. How can the Gentiles be the northern kingdom? The northern kingdom was not around. Some of them, anyway. Who was Hellenized under the Greeks? Judah, Benjamin, Levi. So those Gentiles are southern kingdom. For the most part. For the most part. You do have northern kingdom up in there, like you had Anna from the tribe of Asher, right? In the book of Luke, but 9 times out of 10, Cornelius probably would have been a Judite, man, from the kingdom of Judah. See? Go ahead, bro. Yep.
Deuteronomy 21 and 10. When thou goest forth to war against thy enemies, and how out of one thy power hath delivered them into thy hands, and thou hast taken them captive.
So we're gonna take our own.
Oh man. That don't make sense.
So we're gonna carry our own people through captivity. Fucking retards, man. Fucking retards, bro.
This is a law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the Lord commands us to take our own brothers captive? You see how retarded IGBK is? See how retarded they are? They're retarded, man. Dumb, stupid, fat idiots, man. Go ahead, bro. It's real vexing, man. Yeah. And people really follow these motherfuckers though, man. Yeah. That's the craziest part. People follow their ass, bro.
They don't know.
That's the craziest part for me. Like, god damn. That's how none of you niggas at IGBK read. None of you guys read, man. Only scripture y'all niggas know is Jeremiah 14 and 2. In Deuteronomy 28, they probably barely know that. They probably break it down. Yeah, Egypt's talking about ancient Egypt. They dumbasses, man. Teaching stupid asses teaching with shades on. Shades on in the building though. What you need shades on in the building for? Bro, these guys are knuckleheads, man. Focus on read that part again.
Verse 10.
Wherever it says the captives.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 10. When thou goest forth to war against thy enemies, and out of one thy power have delivered them into thy hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and see among the captives a beautiful woman.
So, go ahead.
And hast a desire unto her.
Hold on, so Let me go ahead and get this. So this is talking about another Israelite, right? Another Israelite nation, right? All right. This is Exodus, because what is undesiring mean? The covet. The covet, right? This is Exodus chapter 20. Going the fuck off, bro. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. That's adultery. That's adultery. Because if you desire her, according to Yahweh Shai, that's adultery, bro. Why? Because Yahweh Shai said that anybody who thinks to look upon a woman committed sin in their heart. Meaning what? I can't look at a woman. No, I'm talking about another woman that's married. That's what that scripture's talking about. Hey, the Christian church breeds you to be a homo.
Right.
That's talking about another married woman. So if you're looking on another Israelite woman, as IUBK say, to desire her, that's adultery right there, bro.
See how they get down.
Yeah. Hey, you see how IUBK get down? Hey, so you guys are at IUBK, you better hope not to pull the wrong precept, because Muhammad is gonna want to fuck your wife after that. I'm gonna get this nigga back. I'm gonna fuck his wife.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that God. Hey, it tells you in the book of what, Titus or Timothy, for there are many vain talkers of those that are of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped. Yeah. These niggas' mouths got to be stopped, man. And the Most High's going to do it. Hey, the Most High might have somebody come up to camp and punch in your ass, man. Yeah, right. Or might get robbed. Punch in his mouth, man. Somebody need to punch his ass in his mouth. Stop. Wiz Towers. Who the hell is this guy? Don't bring any brother up. Let's see present. Just teach. Bro, who the fuck are you, bro? What the fuck, bro? Like, who the fuck be like? Who the fuck these niggas be, bro? Like, who are these niggas, bro? Bro, do you teach on the street? No, you don't. So you shut your mouth, bro. Bro, who the fuck be these guys, man? And listen, Paul used to bring up guys in the letters. They wasn't present at the time. Hymenaeus and the other guys, but they wasn't present. So what are you talking? He don't know this Bible though, bro. He don't know the scriptures, bro. Listen, we are, bro, not being boastful or prideful. We are trained to do this, bro. We are trained to do this, man. So ain't nothing that you can say on the comment board that we don't know or that we can't rebuttal, bro. Ain't none that you can say. You talking about don't bring up other guys unless they're present. Where that's in the Bible? Where is that at in the Bible, bro?
You're supposed to reprove.
Yeah, reprove before all. Yeah, matter of fact, you wanna get it? Get 2 Timothy the 4th chapter. Like who the hell do these guys be, man? Like, bro, 40 something pounds, man. Yeah, verse 2, bro. Verse 2.
Con. Say that. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So that's the point, man. You know, basically, this is Paul. What Paul is saying is, you know, we're supposed to reprove. So what you do is, right, if you see your brother going off, right, and he's deceiving the flock, you're supposed to come with the correct doctrine, sound doctrine. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you reprove, man. Yeah, you teach the correct thing.
Yeah, jump to the 2nd chapter, bro. Yeah, 2nd chapter, and all right, yeah, read verse 17.
Come. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 17.
Now, listen up. All right, now Paul is about to address some dudes that wasn't in his presence to Timothy. So is Paul going off? Let's go ahead and read that.
Come. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 17. And their word will eat as a doth a canker.
Yeah, man, and their word will eat like it doth a canker. Right? He's talking about certain guys. Go ahead.
of whom is Hymenaeus and Philetus.
Yeah, so these are guys that used to be with Paul. Go ahead.
Who concerning the truth have erred.
See, who concerning the truth erred.
Right.
Go ahead.
Saying that the resurrection is past already and overthrow the faith of some.
Meaning, so they were going off.
That's cool.
They were going off. And Paul addressed them in his letter. Right. But were they present? Was they said, hey, bro, I'm finna add you in this letter. No, they wasn't present, but Paul still included them in the letter though. But they wasn't present.
And it's a letter.
Exactly. This is a spiritual epistle.
Right.
So what is this guy talking about? You don't know the Bible. You don't know the Bible. Who trained you? You false claim when a brother allow him to defend him. You can even spell. He's talking about, so you false claim when a brother allow him to define himself. You can even spell.
But how's that a false claim?
Go to school. Go to school, nigga. General Muhammad would take someone's life, assault on a fellow Israelite. Come on, watch our image. Who the hell is this guy, bro? What are you talking about?
When did we say that he'll take somebody's life?
I don't know. But anyway, but how are we saying false claims?
Oh no, he said take your wife, not life.
No. Yeah, hey, the nigga can't spell. Yeah. He can't spell, bro. He can't spell. Hey, through the spirit, I see we teach an English class, right? And here comes this guy. Hey, look, man, I can't imagine him writing the paper. Remember how you on Word doc, it would number red lines. It would be red lines all throughout his paper, man. His fucking name would be spelled wrong.
Minus 2 points.
You know what I'm saying? He already felt the test. Hey, but is there more on that, bro?
I believe that's it.
Read verse 18 again.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and 18. Who concerning the truth have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already.
Yeah, so these guys are saying that the resurrection had passed already. Go ahead.
And overthrow the faith of some.
Yeah, and overthrow the faith. And that's what these false guys are here to do, man. They're sent to overthrow the faith of the elect. Able through the spirit, whoever is of the elect in that congregation, they're gonna get up out of that. Right. All right, this brother is a testimony. All right, he was in that wicked ass congregation, man. And the Heavenly Father got him up out of that, man, through the spirit. All right, because this brother, more than likely, is probably of the elect, man. Right? We doing what the elect would do, right? So more than likely, these brothers of the elect, because the Most High took them up out of that. See? But other than that, all these other guys, hey, they're gonna continue to blindly follow their leaders, and it's gonna lead them into eternal damnation. Because if the blind lead the blind, both of them shall fall into the ditch, as Scripture says. I ain't gonna address this clown anymore. But hey, let's go back to that Deuteronomy. Yo, chop.
Yeah.
What you say? Cut, man. They cut, man.
I don't know why I started doing that.
They cut, bro. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is read, man. But you gotta have the spirit of discernment, though. You know? And what? Yo, it's so funny how and a lot been jumping the whole time. It's funny. Like, it's so crazy. How did he know we was talking about them? You know what I'm saying? We might have an IUK spy. Anyway, I ain't even address this guy no more. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 10.
Yep.
When thou goest forth to war against thy enemies, and out of one thy power hath delivered them into thy hand, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her.
Yeah, so these are talking about heathens, man. When we go to war against the heathens, when we go to besiege the land. All right, not heathens. Talking about the aspect of Israelites that were amalgamated in the culture of the nation. No, these are talking about flesh and blood heathens. All right, flesh and blood natural heathens. All right, Moabites, Ethiopians, which are Cushites, Martazarium, Martazarium is the Egyptians. That's how you say Egypt. That's how you say Egypt in Hebrew. Well, really, Egypt goes back to the Greek word Egyptos, really. And Ethiopia, that's a Greek word too, which means burnt face. Now, in the English, Egypt would be Mazarium. That's what would it be, but it translates in the Hebrew to Matazarian, all right, which that's so-called Egypt. Alexander the Greek, he switched up all those things in the Greeks. Yeah, really Egypt is a Greek word. It goes back to the word Egyptos. That's why the scripture says to study to show thyself approved. Was that guy that came on the comic board? He probably ain't know that. See? Hey, you see how much information can come out from the basics? Yeah. A lot of information can come out through the basics, man. See, we out here pouring out the spirit. Go ahead, bro.
Time. And seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife.
So we can have heathen nations for our wives. Moses did it. Mashah did it, right? Moses didn't have an Israelite woman. Moses had a Midianite woman, and did the Lord kill him for that? Why dost thou has a Midianite woman? No. Hey, remember Aaron and Miriam was talking shit.
Right.
Because Moses had a Cushite wife. What happened?
Split with leprosy.
Yeah. They were talking shit. So if what's going off, because the Most High he doesn't have a respected person. He should have been on Aaron and them side. Like, yeah, man, I'm about to deal with Moses. Right. But why didn't he? Because Moses wasn't going on. He dealt within the confines of the law by taking a woman that was outside of the Canaanite nation. See? Go ahead, bro.
It says, then thou shalt bring her to thy house, and shall shave her head and pare her nails, and shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thy house and bewail her father and her mother a full month.
Yeah, why? Because you just killed their parents. Yeah. You just killed their parents, or her brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Her cousins. Yeah. Hey, but eventually she's gonna get over it. She's like, being with him is not gonna be bad. Yeah. All right.
And then you ain't trying to tag while she all sad.
Yeah. That's what Esau does, man. Yeah, that's what Esau does. And I was watching what's it called? I was watching the Bourgeois. Oh, you seen that, right? Bourgeois.
You tried to put me on that.
Okay. I was watching the Bourgeois, and basically Rodriguez Bourgeois, known as Pope Alexander V or the Sixth of Rome. He married his daughter off to some Frenchman, I think. I think he was French, either French or Spanish, one of them. But she ain't wanna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She actually liked some other dude. But anyway, so basically, bro, like he hitting and she all crying and you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like not even enjoyable. But him, hey, look, he got something off, so. He good. Esau's fucking sick, bro. I know me. I'm stopping. All right, you can do this. Yeah. What is? Exactly, bro. I'm bouncing. Like, all right, bet. Like, yeah, real talk, bro. Yeah, that's some Esau shit, bro. But yeah, exactly, bro. That's a good point, man. Cause she's not gonna be in the mood for sex. Bro, you just done killed her parents. You killed her pop. You done killed her grandfather. Her cousins. So yeah, so you give her some time, to upmourn, and then after that, she's like, all right, I'm ready now. And you pop her and see your wife. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 13, and shall put the remnant of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thy house and bewail her father and her mother a full month, and after that thou shalt go in unto her. And be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. Right. And it shall be, if thou have no delight in her.
Yeah, man, we wake up one day. I don't know, like, fuck with her. Go ahead.
Then thou shalt let her go whither she will.
Yeah, you let her go. Which, you can't do that with the Israelite woman, man. You can't do that with her. Look, you just can't wake up one day to your Israelite woman's eye, man, I don't fuck with her. All right, bitch, you gotta go. Nah, man. According to Yahweh Shai, the only way you can divorce a woman is if she commits adultery, or she becomes like a lesbian or something, or she has any immoral sex, bestiality, necrophilia, which necrophilia is having sex with a dead body, right? Having sex with another man, of course. She's bisexual. That's when you can put her away. But regarding the heathen woman, man, you can hit one. You can have one night stand with her ass.
Yeah.
And like, all right, and you can put her on the block list the next day. Cause she's a heathen, fuck her. You know?
It's a lot here, yo, because they teach that you can't leave your wife. I remember used to being in the class, they say, you can't leave your wife, brother. If she a demon and she start cursing you out, you gotta stay with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The only thing you do, you can separate, get your own spot or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But other than that, yeah, you can't, look, it's just over. No, you can't do that.
But that's a contradiction.
It's a contradiction, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's a contradiction to what they say.
Yeah, that's
See? Now, let's say if IGBK was standing here right now, they would just try to yell.
They would curse you out.
Yeah, they wouldn't try to reason. They wouldn't try to have a diplomatic conversation. They would just try to yell.
See, the problem is, brother, you just love a white woman.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they would say, bro.
Exactly, bro. They wouldn't sit here and try to reason. They would just yell. They probably bring a microphone.
You just love the oppressors.
Right. Hey, cause I remember when I chopped up this nigga in the car. The car of IUBK, he's an officer. Now this was years ago, man. This when I was living in Texas. We was on the phone and we was talking about on the market of beast. I cut his ass up. Now he lied on Facebook saying I didn't cut him, which I did cut his ass. I wish I had it recorded. But I cut his ass on the market of beast. You know what he said? After I cut him, you know, there's only one body. And I'm just like, hold on, bro. You just not gonna. But that's how you know. I was asking him, all right, what's the Hebrew word for this? I don't know. What's the Greek word for this? He didn't know. He didn't know nothing, bro. Nothing. His name should be I don't know, Mr. I don't know. Because everything that I was asking him, he didn't know, bro. He didn't know nothing. IGBK is not on no level, man. They're on a low level. Majority of these camps are on a low level. Like I said, the only camp, and listen, I ain't no hater, man. I ain't no hater. I ain't biased. The only camp that's on a level other than GMS is Sakari. I'm just being honest. And why? Because they learned from the elders. That's why, you know. But I'm just being real. I'm just being completely honest, bro. Other than that, ain't nobody else on the level. So we brought that out. So that basically covers it. Apostle Tahar brought out Numbers, the 31st chapter. We can go ahead and get that. Number 31. Oh, you got some?
Oh yeah, because I know another point that they try to make. Like one guy, he said to me, "Oh well, y'all not at war. That's a different time." You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well that's cool. Well, with Solomon, he wasn't at war when he took the Egyptian woman.
But the whole point is we can still deal with the heathen.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah,
either way.
You know what I'm saying?
Either way. The whole point is we can still deal with the heathen woman. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter at that point. Either way, it's in the law. We can still deal. We can still deal with them. Moses, he didn't have to go to war.
Yeah.
You know.
You say Numbers?
Yeah, I think the apostle brought out Numbers 31 concerning Midian. Let me see what it say. Yeah, the Israelites defeat the Midianites and killed. Let's see here. So in war, women are a part of the spoils, man. They're the spoils. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. Cool. So go ahead. Start verse 7.
Numbers chapter 31, verse 7. And they warred against the Midianites as Adawan commanded Moses. And they slew all the males. And they slew the kings of Midian.
Oh, they killed all the males. Why did they kill all the males?
Right. That's the stop.
Exactly. Why they didn't kill the woman?
You know what I mean? And men gonna get with them.
Yeah. The elder on there. Hey, Shalom, elder. Y'all about to stop on the star. Yeah, bro.
It says verse 8. And they slew the kings of Midian beside the rest of them that were slain namely Eve, Rakem, Zur, Hur, Reba, 5 kings of Midian,
Yep.
Balaam, also the son of Beor, they slew with the sword.
Yep.
And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives.
Now, why do you think we took the woman of Midian captive? Are to play dress up with them? Nah, man. To go in. To go into them. Have sex with them.
Right.
Not to play dress up. Nah, to have sex with them. That's why we took the woman. That's why we killed the men, and we took the woman.
That's what you do.
That's what you do, man. Esau knows that. That's what Esau did to us. But that's what Esau does to all the nations, bro. Even Esau, look, how Esau does things, he gets it from the scriptures, bro. Esau gets that from the scriptures. Taxing the other nations, and the scripture, that he got that from the scriptures, bro. Okay? Usually, bro. He gets all of that from the Bible, man. I believe Esau had something implemented a releasing on your debt. That's called the year of release in the Bible, where you're exempt from your debt. Oh yeah. Hey, man, a black woman, man, you know. Yep. And she know. Hey, man, the serpent and Eve, man, they love each other. Hey, it's cool. She corny anyway. And she gonna get mauled down as a mire in the street, like what Micah the 7th chapter say. So it don't matter. Yep. Yeah, right there. Go ahead, bro.
Done.
This beta cuck with her. Go ahead, bro.
Numbers chapter 31, verse 9.
She cheated on him, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You already know Jake. Jake is all up in that. Go ahead, bro.
Numbers chapter 31, verse 9. And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives and their little ones, and took the spoil of their cattle for all their flocks and all their goods. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castle with fire.
Hey, you know what? We just read that in Deuteronomy 21. When we go to the basically that's what we do. We set it all on fire, and then we take the woman. But that's the point on that, though, brother. That's the point. Yep. I wanted to bring that point out of us taking the woman, because the women are part of the spoils. So, can we take women of the other nations? Yes. According to the Bible, yes, we can. We can do that. There's nothing in the Bible that says that we couldn't. So we went through their scriptures, debunked it, brought out the true meaning of it, and then we brought out the scriptures that clearly, plainly tells that we can't do that. Yep. So man, we're gonna end off on that. On that note. All right. So Yahweh desire, if you brothers and sisters were edified, give all praise, honor, glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakab Dash. Hey, with that being said, shalom.